Pardon me while I get everybody amped up here.
With Chick-fil-A Catering, your holiday get-together can feel...
Guys, that is XIII. Keep in mind, you guys, this is not the beta. This is not me playing the game. This is the virtual cabin. We're going to be having discussions, chats, a place for us to come together to talk, because there's not many places to do that other than the forums. And with that, you guys, there is something else I have to show you guys. Some of you might remember Some of you might remember what is about to happen. Because we all miss him, you guys. Because we all miss him. What is about to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, Crispin Glover! God, I can't even get into the cabin. They locked me out. Hold on, let me try again. Damn you, Wes. Why did you lock me out of the cabin? Oh my God! I can't get into the cabin! You guys, we're gonna have to make up our own cabin. Okay, so here we are at the cabin. Oh my God, it's letting me in. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's not like we're gonna be doing much of anything in here anyway, you guys. That was Love Is a Lie by Lion, a fantastic song that Crispin Glover danced to in part 4, I think it was. You guys, They locked us out of the beta. I was like, did they really lock me out of the fucking virtual cabin too? I am about to go crazy. Oh, jeez. Wes, I know you're trolling me. I know he just locked me out of the cabin for a second and then opened it again. I am up to their tricks. You guys, we are all having the Friday the 13th withdrawals. Yes. But it's a place for us to talk, you guys. I have the forum up right now. People have been talking about everything. From the frigging music to like all the counselors and their stats and people wanting to upgrade counselors individually and earning things for them individually, which I kind of agree with some things and then I don't kind of agree with other things, and then like the whole shift Instagram thing and all that stuff. Like people have been talking about all of it. So you guys look at the lighting. You can tell the lighting in like the beta that we were playing is so much better. I mean, like, this is not bad lighting, but you can just, like, the lighting in the frigging beta is redonkulous. But yeah, and people want to see Crazy Ralph. I'm sure we will see Crazy Ralph at some point in the game, you guys. So yeah. So some people were talking about that they want the counselors to be able to, you guys, there's my favorite Jason in the beta right here. He is my, what is that sound? Some fucking lightning going on? Thunder? But yeah, fucking part 2, I'm telling you. My favorite. Everybody wants to play part 6, but yeah, you guys, people want counselors. People are talking about they want the counselor. They want to be able to play the bookish girl and earn stuff for the bookish girl. Now, some people are saying they want to upgrade her stats. I'm like, no, you can't do that. Because if you start messing around with her stats and stuff, like, she's just going to be, like, ending up being a Vanessa or something. I mean, maybe 1 or 2 things. Maybe you can earn, like, 1 or 2 extra points to spend wherever you want. Maybe 1 or 2, but that's it. Like throughout their entire level cap, they should maybe have like 1 or 2 point stats, among other things. So I think they should, like, if you play the bookish girl, you should earn things for the bookish girl. Well, I guess you earn points universally. See, that's the thing people keep forgetting, is that there is a money system, I guess you can call it, the character progression points. That is the points you have to spend, and I guess it's up to you on who you want to spend those points on. So if you want a badass Jason 7, then you'll earn the points universally through whoever you play, because you can't always play Jason. Like, it's very hard to play Jason all the time if you wanted to. So that's why you do earn points universally, I think. But then that's why you earn those counselor points. So then if you want a badass Jason, you can spend all those points that you keep earning on the Jason that you want to earn maybe new weapons with, new clothes, whatever you can put on him, you know, or give him strength-wise, like whatever way you want to level him up. So I think it still kind of works in a universal sense, because you're earning points universally and you're earning those, but you still have to spend the money on who you want to spend it on. And no, they are not going to have Jason. Well, they're talking about it, you guys. That stuff just going to be way later down the road. If this game does as successful as it's seeming to be already, then yeah. All that stuff, Jason X, all the other Jason, probably every Jason you can think of that you've seen, could probably potentially be in the game. Even Jason 5. I could see maybe at some point people wanting even Jason 5 in there, even though he's not really a Jason, but they'd have to get that dude's face. Like, how would you knock his mask off? You got to knock his mask off too, and he's gonna have it's gonna be a normal dude underneath. Then it's just gonna be like Michael Myers or some fucking weird guys coming after you. So yeah, that is stuff that is, if this game does successful. Look at this, you guys. Jason is stuck outside now. He's like, damn it. Why do I have to be stuck out here with no there's like no survivors out there, no counselors. He's so sad again. He is out there crying, y'all. I feel so bad. Oh, we got somebody. At least there was a random person walking through the path. It was a hitchhiker. But yeah.
Jason. My special, special boy. Killed for mother.
Marco Leon has subscribed. But yeah. Mere Sanity says the cabin is a lot more satisfying now after the beta tease. Yeah, I mean, like, it's... You guys, I really can't wait to see the Crystal Lake map, though, because, like, see, you're going to see all this stuff in here, because this stuff wasn't in Higgins. Like, this sink and the pantry and, like, running around in the cabins from part 1. Like, I think this cabin right here, more closely, just in the way it's set up, would resemble one of the cabins from part 1, because those cabins were kind of like, they weren't as tiny as some of the cabins. They were more wide, like this virtual cabin is. So that's going to be interesting, running around from Jason in a cabin like this, where the rooms are like a little bit more wider instead of more little, like, claustrophobic. You know, there's going to be like an open space where you can fucking run from him in. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I want to see like what the bathrooms look like the bathroom scene where the girl's in there and she's stupid and starts looking around and doesn't see anything, and then he just axes her face. But that bathroom was fucking creepy. Bruce Leroy, I assume that the boat escape is going to be the same as a car escape, but the thing is, I might have to turn off the notifications for a little bit, you guys. But yeah, like the boat escape, the thing is people aren't going to really want to escape in the boat, because I assume that it's going to be the slowest and most dangerous way of running away. So, like, most people are probably going to either go for the phone first. I don't know. They're going to change some shit around with the phone, you guys. They were talking about it on the forums. Because a lot of people were complaining about the phone and that Jason goes after the phone, or, you know, has to babysit the phone, like, right off the bat. Because if Jason, like, here's the thing, you guys. A lot of people are good at starting the phone in the first 30 seconds. Like, they just know where to look. So, and most people know where to look if they're playing together as a team, and they go and look, and if they don't find the phone, then nobody starts it. But whoever's looking for it, like, Jason ends up being forced to teleport at the beginning of the match to the phone to babysit it. But it stinks, because if there's anybody nearby, they're like, okay, Jason just teleported over here right away, unless if they have a mic or if they have a walkie-talkie or if they're near anybody. They're like, he just teleported here, that means the phone is here. So it sucks, because Jason has to automatically teleport to the phone at the beginning, and then people know where the phone's at. And so you're constantly having to try to kill the people that are fucking beehiving the fucking phone the whole match, and then worrying about people starting the car, and it just feels like a whole thing of babysitting. Like, it feels like there's less hunting. I mean, it's cool because you get distracted and you'll start chasing somebody and you'll fucking kill them. But it's like, you're like, and I guess that's how it's supposed to be. You're kind of supposed to be babysitting the cars and the phone. But I think, yeah, they're doing something with the phone. I don't know what it is, but I think it's going to be a little bit harder to just start the phone and call the cops right away at the beginning of at the very fucking start of the match. Because it can get kind of weird, you know? It's like, oh, they just called the cops in the first 30 seconds. There's only 5 minutes left. Jason now has to fucking bust his ass to kill as many people as he can before the fucking cops get there. So it's like a little, you know. That is what it is. I think it'll get fixed up, though. Yeah, there's some ifs, e's, ands about Jason's teleporting. Like the teleporting and the shifting thing by itself is amazing, I think. Totally needed. It lets Jason set up his position. But when it comes to the shift Instagram thing, I think it needs like I just think it needs like a cooldown, so when they shift and come out of it, it needs a cooldown. And then everything after that needs to be adjusted. So when Jason's like in my opinion, when Jason's chasing after somebody, this will solve the looping issue too, you guys. I've talked about it in the forums like a million times. But like Jason, when he's chasing somebody, they need to be doing a little bit more. After they've lost their stamina and they're at their highest thing of fear, they need to be making some real mistakes. Like, I noticed that all it is after they lose stamina, say somebody's playing Vanessa or Flirty Girl, and I'm running right now, and I'm running from Jason, oh, I'm super frightened, my stamina's gone. I am still moving at the same speed Jason is, so he's having the hardest damn time catching up to me. I'm running at the same speed he is. Oh, I made it to a window. Oh, I just got inside. Now he has to go around. Oh, I'm just gonna climb out the window. I don't really care because I'm not that hurt. The window won't hurt me that much if I decided to break it at the time. They're going the same speed he is. So they're fucking, unless you shift. So this is why people are being forced to shift Instagrab these characters, and now people think that they have to shift Instagrab everybody because they can't catch them in the first place. It's very difficult. What they need to do is change it to where if you've lost all your stamina, and this Jason's been putting a lot of effort in to fucking frighten the shit out of their counselor, they need to be stumbling down onto the ground where maybe they have to tap A for a quick 2 seconds to get back onto their feet again. Like, and that's it. Or maybe they fall and stumble really quick, and then they get up a little bit longer than they would if they just do. What we're used to seeing is that quick stumble. It only lasts a half a second. But no, if they're at full, like, that would solve the looping problem. Because now if these characters are hanging around Jason and they're looping him, they're just going to run their fucking stamina and fear right through the roof. And if their fear is already through the roof, then they're going to be starting making mistakes. So now if they're running around the fence, they're going to have a fucking stumble, and they're going to have to tap out of it. Jason's going to be able to get really close to them after they stumble. The more they fucking stumble, if they just keep doing it, and like maybe there's a clock. If they keep doing this for like 20 seconds, 25 seconds, they're going to have a fucking hard-ass stumble, and they're going to have a hard time getting up from it. So the objective is to fucking eventually get away from Jason. If you don't, then you're fucking meat. You're dead meat. You gotta get away and hide from him, or fucking hope he goes somewhere else. That's like the whole solution to the whole fucking thing right there. He needs to be hunting them to the point where they can't fucking get up anymore. They're fucking so scared or whatever, out of stamina, out of breath. They can't move anymore, and then kill him. But yeah, I think that would fix the whole thing. No, they don't need to add generators. The game is going to be on, you guys, the game's going to be on PS4, Xbone, and PC. The beta was just on PC. But the game will be released on PS4, Xbone, and PC. You guys, look at this. This is what the Flirty Girl used to look like. Oh, man. This is what the Flirty Girl used to look like before she fucking started. Before she fucking started going on her H2O delirious jogs, you guys. This is what she did before her H2O delirious jogs. Every night she goes out. But before she started eating right, you guys, she did not look so hot. Her butt was just not there. Look at that. It was not there. Do you guys want to see what a Tiffany jog looks like so we can like reminisce and have nostalgia already? It's only been like 3 days, you guys. I can totally pull it up if you want me to, so we can see what Tiffany does every night. Should I pull should I pull it up? Hold on. Let me see if I can. I already have it set too. I knew y'all were gonna ask me about this shit. I figured you were. And then Wes came up and started talking to me right after her jog. It's so funny. All right, I'll say. So here's what Tiffany does every night, you guys. You have to listen to me talk. I won't talk. Tiffany, once again, you guys. Jesus, can she get through one night without, you know. Tiffany, calm down, Tiffany. Tiffany is on her nighttime jog, you guys. She loves to work out her ass, and she is afraid that one day her ass might go away. So, to remedy that, Tiffany makes sure to get up at 11 o'clock sharp every night just to go on her jog. A nice, peaceful jog through the path. Once again, Tiffany takes a break in the cemetery. And you know what Tiffany does? I'm sure you guys are getting used to it by now. What does Tiffany do when she visits the graveyard? What does Tiffany do? This is a tradition by now. Tiffany has to pay respects to her long-lost husband, H2O Delirious. God rest his soul. God rest his soul. Tiffany misses him dearly, you guys. She laid a teddy bear right there for him. That is Tiffany's bear. She gave it to H2O Delirious a long time ago. Now he's dead. Tiffany is so sad. But Tiffany doesn't care. It made her a stronger woman, you guys. It made Tiffany a stronger woman, so she continues her jogs every night, keeping her butt healthy and fit. Tiffany's a good girl, you guys. She's a good girl.
Laphin.
What?
Get over here.
I didn't do it.
Dude, I got the battery.
Wes, let's take it somewhere. Okay, I just got done going on my nightly jog.
In those shorts?
Yeah, Tiffany gets up at every night, goes on her nighttime jog. I just paid my respects to her dead husband, H2O Delirious. She left the teddy bear by his graveyard. And now I met you.
Don't them shorts like chafe really bad?
No. They're loose. She's worn them a long time.
Well, when you take them on and off as many times as she has. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you guys. So that is...
Alright, is the card up here? Is there anything
We're
else
so stupid when we play. Okay, so... That is what Tiffany got her strength, you guys. She's skinny right there, and now she is strong. So, yeah, major difference. Where is my sound? I can't hear anything. Oh, that's weird. Oh. You guys, we need some kind of like... What is this? No. I have some cabin music. Oh, campfire. There we go. There we go. This is my background. That's better. Now it's not so quiet up in here. Jessica, what's going on? Welcome back. The Avengers in the house too. What's going on? Jim the Strange is up in here. So now, you guys, you see Tiffany has put on the weight. Good weight. And everybody pretty much looks different. Kenny Rydell doesn't look like that anymore. He does not have any eyeliner anymore. The Bookish Scrolls updated. Everybody, her hair is not as like that purple. Jason's trying to get in the front door. But yeah. So yeah, outside of like, what do you guys have to bring up about what you played in the beta? Read the names on the log. We already read all the names on the log. You want Crispin Glover in the game? That would be cool if Jason was chasing after you and you could just pull off a Crispin Glover taunt. Like, they need to get somebody to learn how to dance exactly like that, or maybe they can just get Crispin Glover to redo it again. And they need to motion capture it and put it in the game. Well, the terrain collision, you guys, that's obvious things. I think you really don't need the developers to, or tell the developers, because they see it every time somebody plays. So those kinds of things, they'll fix. Like the things that we've already seen, they're currently fixing. But I mean, like, in terms of game mechanics. But see, if you're ballsy enough, here would be the thing, you guys. If you're ballsy enough to pull off a Crispin Glover taunt with your counselor, you better be prepared to get killed, because when you do the taunt, you can't stop it. Like, that's the thing. That's the you have to let the dance go for whatever 5 seconds it goes for, and then you can start running again. So you have to make sure you're like the correct amount of distance away from Jason before you're ballsy enough to taunt him like that. So if he's too close and you do that, you're gonna fucking eat it. And then he'll get to fucking, you know, do his thing. Peanut Butter Butt, thanks for stopping by. Jessica, they're not gonna make it for PS3. It's definitely not a PS3 is over. I don't think people make games for PS3 anymore. No, Mikey, I don't think they'll let you flick Jason off. That would be a little bit too much. People would be grieving that all the time, and it wouldn't be fun anymore. Yes, Nay, the game is over. Game over. Kevin Bacon should be in the game. That would be cool, you guys. He's still around. They can just model him, bam, stick him in the game. He can be another head counselor. Let's head back down into the Jason room. Oh, wait, let's see if there's anything in here we didn't see in the beta. Okay, so pretty much everything in here is the exact same items we saw. And the gun. Saw the radio, so everything, yeah. Everything that we saw in here, we saw in the game. Now, I don't know if that generator means anything, but... the gas, and now the weapons, the Jason weapons, we have not... Dude, I am interested to see this friggin' spear right here for Jason 6. I think that's what it is. This is another weapon for Jason 2. And we all seen the marshmallow poker. The shovel is interesting. Who the hell carries that? And how is he gonna kill people with ill? That's gonna be disgusting. He's gonna like throw somebody on the ground and just like dig the shovel into their neck. It's gonna be nasty. I've seen it on some movies, and it's pretty brutal. The pickaxe and the axe, obviously, we've seen. The machete, we've seen. Jason's gonna have a wrench? Why is that over here? Okay. Jason Part 6. Jason the Repairman carries a wrench. I just want to taunt Jason by sitting down in the middle of a match and playing some friggin' like 8-bit games. And he just walks in and I'm gaming. And then I have to get up really quick and run away. Gordon Freeman DLC. Yuffie, why would Michael Myers be in this? It's not called Halloween. It's called Friday the 13th. Joshua, you have missed Tiffany's butt. We just watched Tiffany's butt already. You're late. But there is her butt before she ate a lot of steak and chicken. That is her butt pre-workout, you guys. It's just not the same. Tiffany is just not the same. Vanessa is a troller. Look at her sitting there, y'all. They even knew she was gonna troll before she even got in the game. Look at her sitting there all cool. The rest of them, they're like worried. They're all worried. They're like, oh my god, Jason's gonna kill us. The flirty girl, she don't give a shit either. Look at her. She knew exactly what was gonna happen. She's like, I ain't gotta worry. I'm just gonna look sexy. Jason will never catch me. And the athletic girl, same thing. She is just sitting there like, yeah, I got this. That beta's gonna come out. Them bitches ain't even gonna be able to smell me. Everybody else is like, oh my god, we're all gonna die. And they did. They all died except for Vanessa and the flirty girl, Tiffany Cox. They knew it all along, you guys. They were planning this before the developers even knew what the hell was going on. Isn't that crazy? Okay. No, I do not want to imagine Tiffany twerking. So, okay, about mechanics, you guys. Let's get to it. I'm waiting. You guys are still talking about Tiffany's butt. I want y'all to talk about some mechanics, not the mechanics of Tiffany's butt. Oh yeah. There is in-game stamina reboost. Well, I don't know if you get it for hiding like right away, but I know like if you stab Jason with a pocket knife, you get like half of your stamina back, so you get a good chunk of chance to run away from him again. And there's other things too. I forget what the other there's like other instances where your stamina will shoot back up. Jakari Thomas, this is not the beta, man. This is the virtual cabin. There is a teddy bear. You can have it if you want. The firecracker gives you some stamina. See, that's cool. I didn't even know that. I just threw the firecracker down because sometimes it would get him off my ass. Especially if you're in the cabin. If you're in the cabin and he's trying to get in there, throw a firecracker down in the middle of the floor. And then if you can, get out a window he's not looking at. And it'll throw him off. Like, he won't know where to look. Because he can't hear you. Like, he can't hear the counselor, like, make her little gruntings and stuff as she's going out the window. And it throws him off. What was the worst glitch on the last day when I was trying to play Jason and every match glitched? Something happened every time and it kept me from killing people. It's all Sheriff Garris's fault. That was the preppy guy. Yeah, some people talking about that, you guys, about the music not being able to chime up until you make eye contact with them. I can kind of see that, but I can also kind of see how that kind of development would probably drag the game out a little longer, because it takes work to do that. I mean, they might do it in time, or they might adjust something about the boombox thing. Just give it maybe. I think as long as they keep the boombox thing. But what I mean by boombox thing is if the closer Jason gets to you, the louder that crazy music gets. Like if they just put in various tracks to throw the players off. So if there's like the music is right now, this is the kind of music you listen to when you're searching and exploring. Like there should be like maybe 3 or 4 tracks of that, different stuff. So it throws us off when we're starting off, you know, it's different music, whatever. So it's like you're exploring whatever. And then when Jason gets close, I think it should maybe be like 5 or 6 various tracks that can shoot up. The same kind of theme going on, panicked, suspense, total uncomfortable feeling. Like all of them should still have that same theme, but they should change. It should have like a different sound to it, just to kind of mix it up a little bit. I think as long as they do that, it'll be fine. Because if you notice, they do that. You know, even Dead by Daylight, they do it, and it mixes it up. You know, it's like every time he's on your ass, you don't hear the same kind of fucking shit going on at the same time every time. It could even be like location based. No, they need the distortion in there, you guys. The VHS distortion, I love it. Like if they took that out, then it would be really weird when Jason just teleports in front of you, because then he would just blink in front of you, and you'd be like, it wouldn't transition. Like the VHS thing gives it a very comfortable transition. It's almost like a Blair Witchy kind of thing, like, but I like that because it throws you off. It's almost like your brain joggles up. And maybe you didn't see Jason there. Like, it's supposed to be like you're living what the character is kind of going through in their head. Like, oh, Jason's there, but maybe I just didn't see him. How did he get there? I'm not quite sure, but I just have to accept it. That's what I like about that. I just wish it had a cooldown after Jason gets done doing it, so he can't just grab you right away. But yeah, it's supposed to be like you're, you know, like in the mind of the character. It's weird. It's hard to explain. You just have to accept it. We accepted it in Jason 8, and it wasn't that hard. Will there be different maps in the final release? Yes, there'll be 3 maps. The Higgins Haven one that you saw in the beta. The Crystal Lake, which is going to be like the mainstay classic map, I bet. So Crystal Lake will be awesome. And then Packanack Lodge, that is from this movie, Part 2. Jason, Part 2, where he's Sackhead. That giant lodge. They said each map will present a different game style. Like, so, for example, like Crystal Lake, I don't know how it's going to be different from Higgins Haven, but I'm assuming that there's not going to be any kind of a big lodge in the middle for you to hide in. I'm not sure. But I know in Packanack Lodge, I think that's even bigger than Higgins Haven, and there's going to be a lot more hiding places inside the house. So it's going to be more of a hiding type of map as opposed to just running from cabin to cabin trying to dodge Jason type thing. It's going to be, you're going to have to switch up your play style a little bit to play in each map, which is really cool. That's the way it should be. It shouldn't feel like a recycled map. You know, it should, when you're playing it in a different map, you should have to be doing different things. That's why I can't wait for, like, the Jason, you know, whenever, like, way down the road, a year down the road, Jason Takes Manhattan, if they have that kind of a map pack, there'll be different objectives, I can't even talk, in the map. It won't be fixing a car and fixing the phone and all that shit. It's going to be other things. You're going to have to do things on the Lazarus ship, you know, in order to get off the ship. Like, I don't even know if you could call cops in that one. They're going to have to come up with some really different objectives. You know, like if you're in the sewers in Manhattan, how do you escape then? Like, what do you do then? You guys, if you're wondering what's going on in this stream, please read the live stream description, and then you will get your answers very, very quickly. Driving the car is so difficult. It's not that hard. I mean, like, it depends. Like, you have to be very gentle with it, and it's really hard on a keyboard, I imagine. I drive on the sticks. So it's not too bad. You just have to be very gentle. I'm sure once the game comes out, you guys, they're gonna work on the driving a lot, and it's probably gonna be a lot better. The car probably won't just die and glitch out. Like it just, like the car did some very strange things when we were playing it. Like I had the car flip into a pole once and I'm like, whoa. And then I got out of the car and she's walking upside down the whole time until I found like something to run through, like a door or a window. Oh yeah, the Halloween stuff. They haven't updated the cabin, you guys. I think the last update was Halloween. But yeah, everything's still up. Damn it, Curtis, what did you do to that woman? Yes, there is another Friday the 13th. I'm actually excited to watch it. I want to see what they do. It's supposed to be like a... It's supposed to, I guess, focus on his mom more? I don't know what they're really doing with it this time. It's supposed to be about Pamela's backstory or some shit. Which is interesting because you guys, you can't forget, there's going to be Easter eggs and collectibles in this game. So when you're running around the map trying to survive, maybe you'll find a tape or something. But I know you can collect tapes, I guess, for each player. Like, I guess they're not visible for each player. I don't know how they're going to do it. Because what if one person collects a tape? How is the other person going to collect it? So I don't know if you collect a tape, if another person could collect that same tape, I have no idea how they're going to do it. But the Pamela Voorhees tapes, so you can figure out her, like, hear the backstory of Pamela Voorhees, because nobody knows what happened with Pamela and Jason while he was growing up. You know, that is kind of cool, you guys, because that's the shit they're gonna be putting in the game too. We're gonna hear about what Jason's story was while he was growing up with Pamela. Maybe what happened in between him drowning, after he drowned, what Pamela had to go through. Like, maybe she'll talk about him when he was a kid and, like, the experiences they had. Maybe what if he was a weird kid to start with? Like, I don't know. That's going to be some cool ground to, like, trot through for them. They should have a stoner in a game. I'm surprised they don't have the stoner counselor. Not one of these people. I know the preppy guy ain't smoking nothing. Damn, they do need to put a stoner counselor in here. I mean, maybe the edgy guy. All right, so maybe the edgy guy could be the stoner. He looks like he might be. But yeah, give him like some shit. Some stoner perks. Crazy Ralph. I'm sure at some point they'll work him in. I don't know how they would work him in. That would be cool. He probably is not going to be some character you can play. Or they'd have to find somebody that can voice him too, you guys. That's going to be really hard. I don't know if, like, that's like mimicking that guy's voice. And what was his name? Walt Gorney. I was trying to think of his name. But yeah, Walt Gorney, I don't know, imitating him. Like, they're going to have to find somebody that can do it. They need to audition like a lot of people. But if they find the right person, that'd be kind of cool because you could stick him in as like an Easter egg. He probably won't be in the match, but he'd probably be something you earn in like maybe more audio files or something. Like the friggin' Crazy Ralph audio files. Maybe you can hear from... Because nobody ever bothered to listen to Crazy Ralph, you guys. So that would be cool if he had his own audio set. And you could hear what was really on his mind. Like things that nobody else had heard about Jason. Like nobody ever stopped to really listen to him. They just kind of like shoot him away. Get away. Get out of here. You bother me. You crazy man. But what if actually somebody sat down with Crazy Ralph and had a conversation? What would he say? Like, maybe that is the kind of shit, but that's the kind of shit I would like to hear from, like, Crazy Ralph audio books or whatever. Is that all he would say? You're all doomed. Hey. I'd be like, Crazy Ralph, did you record that on every one of these damn tapes? I am going to beat you with a fucking Twinkie. Yeah, like I want to see. Here's all the ground, you guys. Because think about it, you guys. Movies can only cover so much ground. This is the first real Friday the 13th game that has ever existed on a 3D scale. So now they can do all this shit. They can take crazies like fucking think Batman Arkham Asylum for a second. You see how they took a lot of stuff and just ran with it because it was now a video game, and in video games you can put all that lore and reading and shit in there, and all like the 3D models and all that stuff, and it's interesting. Like I would love for them to do that kind of same thing with this game. Crazy Ralph backstory, fucking Pamela Voorhees backstory. Just fucking go crazy with it, but make it make sense. They could really grow this even more than it already is. Like they have this, they have the basketball in their court right now. They could totally grow this into something crazy and give it some crazy friggin' backstory that's awesome. But yeah. Trigger Trey says somebody's smoking drugs. They were all smoking drugs. All right, so let me while we're talking, you guys, let me go ahead and unlock some of these things. I'm gonna start with the phone, just for the hell of it. We've already did it like a million times, but I'll do it again. They should have AI cops. I don't think the cops are ever gonna be AI. Damn, I didn't hear that in the game. That shit sounded crazy. Okay. In here, it was, what was it? It was something on the friggin', oh yeah, it was the pots and pans. Jason X, you guys, they want to add Jason X too, trust me. You guys, the developers are as big as fans as you guys, damn, as you guys in the chat. Like they want to see not only Jason X, you guys, they want to see the Grendel, the ship. The friggin' ship that was in Jason X. They want the players to be able to run all over that ship. They want the friggin' they want the, what do you call it, Kill? The, where her face just shattered into ice. What's that shit called? T-1000? But yeah, they want to put that kill in there. Can you imagine? That's going to be fucking badass, you guys. They could totally easily do that too. They just got to mocap it. But that's the thing, you guys. All this stuff will not come until the game earns those kinds of financial, you know. They got to pay for all that, you guys. It is $2,000 to mocap one kill, you guys. $2,000. They got to pay for the studio. They got to pay Kane Hodder. They got to pay, you know, like, for the time, all this stuff. $2,000 for one mocap kill. All right, so let's go over here. So yeah, this game has to do well in order for them to grow the game into making it what you guys want to see in it. Liquid nitrogen, liquid nitrogen. Yes, A. Charles. WWE King Hodder. King Hoarder? What? Yeah, and they got to pay the artists to do the animation, to clean it up, to make it work in the game. It's expensive, you guys. It's expensive shit. Making video games ain't cheap. All right. And also, let me scroll back up here. Oh, It's frozen. Also, you guys, I want to figure out who the voice actors are. I know somebody mentioned who Jenny was. I think it was Wes or Ronnie actually mentioned who Jenny was. But I think the mother, Pamela Voorhees, you guys, you heard her in the beta. I'm trying to remember her name. I think it was like Jen Burton, and I tried looking her up and I can't find her. I guess she's not like, I don't know if she has social media or anything, but I think that was her name, Jen Burton. Something close by that. But yeah, shout out to the friggin' voice actors, you guys. They did a really good job. I was questioning it just listening in here, because like when you listen to these by themselves, you're like,
Holy shit! It started! Is this the police?
but
Help!
then
Jason's here! Jason's here!
they changed it, and they say a lot more when you actually listen to them in the game, and it sounds legit, especially when they're running away from Jason. I was like, damn, man, that shit is really good. They'd sound like they're fucking, like, freaking the fuck out half the time. So, yeah, shout out to the voice actors. Great job. And the lovely blood in the bathtub. Charmin, what are you doing here? Get out of my bathroom. And I need to get this one too that I forgot. Yes, Betsy Palmer, rest in peace. She did not voice Pamela Voorhees in this because she was gone at the time. But if she was still around, you guys, could you imagine having her back in here? That would have been fucking amazing. But Jen did fucking amazing. I can't hardly tell the difference. Like, Jen puts like this thing on it. It's almost like if she had passed away and then she's angrier. Jen has that thing that she adds to it. It's amazing. Like, she's really pissed. And she's working her magic through Jason still. Like, I imagine if Jason didn't hear those things, he wouldn't be killing. So she basically, I blame Jason's mother for making him crazy. All right, and then Court was here. It's all Jason's mother's fault. Darth Vader, are you serious? Wow. What is going on? Are you guys like joking? I will look that up after the stream. But that's crazy. All right, well, I think I got all of them. Oh wait, there's one outside. See, you guys, look at this. The lighting in the beta, like, was so crazier. It was so good. Like, in the fog, and there's no fog out here. So, this is some of the stuff we're going to be seeing, though. We didn't see the Camp Crystal Lake sign. Damn! There's a tornado coming. It's going to blow me away. Hello, fire. Go away, coyotes. I don't have time for it. Nope. H2O Delirious's grave is not out here right now. That was all of them. Poor H2O Delirious. This is back when he was still alive, you guys, and Jason hadn't turned fully crazy yet. All he did was pace the yard all night. Oh, systemic, yes, they want to put weather in. That is an ideal that they want to tinker with, I guess, after the game comes out, of course. But they want to put thunder, you know, lightning and rain. That would be totally scary, you guys. Like, after playing the beta, imagining weather, rain, and thunder and lightning, I would freak. I don't know if I could handle that. I am honest. I'm going to be so honest to say that I don't know if I could handle that. But yeah, they're going to have it to where, could you imagine if you turned the sound off? The music, the Jason music, and you're playing in Thunder and Lightning, turn the music off, and that leaves Jason open to sneak up on you. You guys, I think I would literally have a fucking heart attack trying to play it. I'm just thinking about it, and I know if I can think about it and know that that's what I'd feel like, that's probably what I'm going to be feeling like. But yeah. So yeah, they want to put, you know, rain, thunder, lightning in, but the thing, see, that's going to change all the game mechanics, you guys, because now counselors are going to be slipping more on the rain outside when they're outside. They're going to be stumbling a lot more, so then that has to be taken into consideration. Maybe you won't be able to sprint as much now, you know, so you're going to have to watch yourself. So that, but there's going to have to be some kind of balance that kind of draws Jason down as well. Because then it's unfair to the counselors. Counselors are going to be able to track mud into the cabin, so Jason's going to see exactly where they ran to, if they jumped out of cabin or if they hid in a closet. So there's going to be mud on their shoes. Like, this is all things that are going to change the map entirely. So those are the things that they have to work with in order to change just the weather by itself. But yeah, I don't even know if I could handle that, you guys. As soon as they drop the DLC, as soon as they drop that DLC, you guys, and it pops up when we start up one day and it says weather, thunder, lightning, fucking rain added to the Higgin, whatever map they decide to put it in to maybe test it out, and we start streaming that shit, you guys better be there, because I tell you, I'm going to shit my pants. I don't know if I can handle Jason in a thunder, like, because I hated the fucking thunder and lightning when I was a kid, and part of the feelings, I think it's going to stir up those feelings of when I was a kid, because I was absolutely frightened of Jason when I was a kid, and I was also frightened of thunder and lightning when I was a kid. So take those fucking two things, put them together, and throw my nightmare into a game, and then I have to play it. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna. I think I'm gonna fucking like turn into a kid again and go crawl in a corner somewhere. So, yeah, it'll happen. I'm pretty sure. It's gonna be crazy, but I know they're gonna do it. It's just a matter of time. But yeah. Lobo 5, this is a virtual cabin. This is what has been out before the beta, and they update it every now and then. And every time they finish a new model or something, they don't usually put the final finished version in here, because as obviously you can see that they've updated these models and made them look better than they already do. But yeah, they stick the models in here. Jason 7's in here. Jason 6 is in here. He's being changed, you guys. They're changing, I guess, things about his clothes colorization. But yeah, I know that this right here is not the final. But yeah, he's there. And he wants that mask taken off of his face. This is the first time Jason was a zombie. CJ Graham played this version of Jason, and this version is going to be interesting, you guys, because he's thinner. He's a little bit smaller than Kane. He's not as wide as Kane is, see? Kane had like those shoulders up there, so I love that he's a little bit stockier, And then this one's a little bit stockier. That's why I can't wait to play this one, because he's just like, he's not stocky. He's built, but he's not stocky. He's just kind of like a taller Jason. But yeah, I can't wait to see how this one works out in the world, because he won't run either, I don't think. He walked fast, but he never ran. And then we have Jason 8 waiting to come out and play. Jason 8 from Jason Takes Manhattan. He was a slimier. His clothes were all black. His clothes were always wet and slimy looking. But yeah, mostly he was just all black. Black shoes, nasty gloves, and his mask was a yellowish tint. And very interesting. Jason 9, I think. Jason, yeah. Jason Goes to Hell. Jason Goes to Hell, Jason is going to come out and play for more than the 2 minutes that he was in that movie. He was in the movie like 2 or 3 minutes. And Tom Savini's Jason is waiting to be uncovered. This is a Jason nobody's ever seen before, you guys. Tom Savini is creating it. If you don't know who Tom Savini is, he is the king of gore, the grandfather of gore, the magician of gore and makeup FX. But yeah, so we will be seeing his design, and it's a good thing, good stuff. Oh yeah. Don't forget this. Oh my. Yeah, he is the practical effects king. He never uses CG, you guys, and I hate CG as well. CG, you cannot do good blood and gore with CG. Some people can. I've seen some good stuff, but I like to see practical effects where I can look at it and be like, yeah, I can put my fingers in that and tell what it would feel like. Like you can look at blood and gore on any movie and see that it's real or fake. And just when it's real, nothing oozes. When somebody gets their throat slit, the way the blood comes out, that can't be mimicked in animation. It has to happen naturally. You know? So, and that would actually, that would actually be something I'm interested to see happen in this game, because I'm going to be honest, you guys, it's not happening in this game right now. In the beta, what I saw, that was all animated effects. Now, if they started adding some gore to it, I'm going to be honest, you guys, the whole thing where he rips her back, like when Jason throws her down on the ground and he starts pulling her back and he's having trouble and he gets pissed off and he pulls her back more, and then finally he pulls up and her head just goes shooting off 1,000,000 miles in the air. That to me is a little bit too much. Like I'm all for the head being ripped off, but it needs to rip off in such a way that it's uncomfortable. And then it just kind of like whatever, he throws it back, but it's not exaggerated. You know, maybe he rips her head back and maybe it doesn't come out all the way. Maybe her spine's still stuck to part of it. And it comes out, but it doesn't come out the way you would think, and it just kind of slumps back with the rest of her body, and her spine's kind of protruding. Like he didn't get it out, but he jerked it out. You know what I'm talking about. It's kind of disgusting to describe. But yeah, some of this stuff, like it could be simple as him slitting somebody's throat, and they can animate the blood kind of oozing down. You know, it's going to be really difficult to do. It's going to have to be pre-animated in such a way that it does it right, and then it kind of ragdolls after it's done properly. But it could be done in a way that it still looks like a natural kill from the movies and not this crazy mess where their head goes flying all over the fucking place. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah. Like, what would be awesome to me, like somebody said it, if, like, say for instance, if Jason had his harpoon gun. Ooh, that's loud. If Jason has his harpoon gun and he shoots somebody in the fucking face with it, and it's a death shot, that shit should stick in their face and they're still standing there for a moment, And then it takes a little bit, but then they finally fall down to the ground. It's like one of those things where it's like you get to look at it and say, oh, shit. And then by the time you're done saying shit, then their body goes down to the ground. You know what I'm saying? It should have that moment where you're like impressed, and then it goes to what would really happen is your body would just fucking fall down. Or it could be just something stammering, like something where it's just really quick. You shoot them in the face, their body goes flying back, and it was like, oh my God, that just happened. Like they were alive just a second ago, and then bam, they're just already dead and on the ground. Like it could be something really quick, like wow, I just killed them in 2 seconds. Or it could be one of the dramatic things. It depends on how they want to do it, what kind of artistical approach they want to do with it, but yeah. Like in part 6, it was a really quick thing. The guy noticed him, he threw the fucking knife, it hit him in the face, boom, he's already dead in the boat. It wasn't anything dragged out or dramatic. It happened, he's dead. You know? So yeah, if the kills are cleaned up, I think the kills need to be cleaned up. They probably should animate some actual gore. Like where if they really want to make somebody uncomfortable, they're gonna have to, it's gonna be kind of difficult because now they have to create a whole entire model with, you know, with a spine protruding out and really nice fine detailed pieces that are like disgusting to look at up close. You know, like if Jason takes his machete and sticks it in her neck and starts pulling down and goes all the way down to the groin, maybe some intestines should start, tubing should start peeking out before he pulls it out. It doesn't like have to come out all the way, but like you can see some stuff start to peek out a little bit, and then he just pulls his machete out, lets it go, and she falls to the ground with whatever. It stinks because it's very difficult kind of gore to do, but I guess with enough effort on it, but like, yeah, getting the little like individual pieces of intestine to kind of seep out, unless it's just all pre-animated. If it's supposed to flow with the body, I don't know how it would be done, but it would be interesting to see if they could pull that off. Like gore is not easy. Gore is not easy to do. Gore is very difficult to do in a game because it has to work individual of like you have to create several models with pieces missing, then chunks missing, and then it's like it's like a lot of work, but you know you love Jason's yellow gloves. He's a repairman, you guys. He is ready to fix your Comcast internet. Jason is the man on the job, and nothing is gonna get in his way. He will fix your phone pole. He'll stab your neighbor. He does it all for a low price of $59.99. Go pre-order your copy today. F13.com. F13game.com, and Jason will come repair your house. Jason loves wearing his utility belt, you guys. Don't be making fun of his utility belt. He knows what's up. He saw the machete, you guys, and he didn't know how to take it out, so he just put the belt on. It's like, fuck it. I'll learn how to do this later. But yeah. This is, I'd have to say part 6 is like the first Jason that scared the crap out of me. I mean, part 3 did a pretty damn good job too. Because he was like running after friggin' Tommy Jarvis. Or, not Tommy Jarvis. Yeah, it was Tommy Jarvis. No, he was in part 4 as a kid. Okay, yeah, I got him in part 4 mixed up. What did he wear in part 4? Did part 4 Jason have the same clothes he had in part 3? But yeah, the scene that scared me was when little Tommy Jarvis was running back in the house and his sister came in there and they barely get back in the house and she's trying to get him to friggin' like, I think he's up in his room at that point and she's like trying to get him to come downstairs or get out of the house. Like, that scared me as a kid, you guys. Like, cause he's still all up in the house trying to cut his hair and shit. And I'm like, oh my God. And then Jason just walks all up in the house and shit. And I'm like, damn. Because as a kid, you're always afraid about, like, somebody breaking in your house. But yeah. He had similar clothes. Dirtier, yeah. Yeah, and then he threw the knife right by her head. And then Tommy finally comes down at like the last moment. I'm like, damn, Tommy. She is screaming dear life for you to get your ass downstairs and you're still up there trying to you're still upstairs trying to make sure your fucking hair's straight. Oh, man. Yeah, that's right. He just had the bloody axe mark on his head. Oh yeah, Britley degree. The counselors will be coming out with clothes packs. So each counselor, and I'm sure they'll probably come out with more clothes and stuff over time, special things. You know, they might even have weird Christmas and Halloween clothes that come out. That would be fucking awesome, dude. Put them like a costume. Can you imagine running around in your friggin' counselors and they're able to have costumes on? That would be amazing. I would put Tiffany in a fucking bunny outfit. And they could all have fucking weird costumes. Put fucking Kenny Rydell could have his little skeleton outfit on. The bookish girl, I don't know what the hell she would have to be like. You guys come up with costumes for them. That'll be for next Halloween. Bam. There's a good thing for the community right there. Designing a Halloween costume for each of these people. And then making it happen. For next Halloween, you guys, they gotta have it. That's just a fucking must do right there. Everyone running around next Christmas in ugly Christmas sweaters and like the preppy guy wearing a fucking ridiculous Christmas sweater. Oh, it's gonna be great. Tommy Jarvis. Ooh, somebody just brought up a good idea. Edgar. Tommy Jarvis. That doesn't even have to be a Halloween thing. This could happen like next year, like sometime after summer or something. But he said Tommy Jarvis could wear some of the masks that he made in the movie. That would be awesome. That's a great idea. So like if you spawn in as Tommy, whatever mask you have set, you could have him running around in that shit. That's a really cool idea. I like that. This game needs MacGyver. It actually, you guys, I wonder how MacGyver would do against Jason. You know, we talked about that, and we actually talked about that with the developers, too, while they were in the stream, you guys. But we told them. We were like, after, somebody just said this in there, too. After playing the game in the dark, this game could totally have a daylight map, and it would still be scary. Like, the way that they have their lighting, it is so good that I think that they could make a forest creepy in the daylight with Jason trying to hunt you in the daylight, totally. Like, obviously, some things are going to have to be changed around because it's a daylight map. But I could totally see it being totally just as scary in the daytime. Can you pick up weapons as Jason? I don't think so. I think the weapon that you choose for him to start with is the weapon that he will carry throughout. Unless he won't be able to drop his weapon. But what if you could come across special Easter egg weapons scattered around the map? That way, when you, like, say if you're playing J7, and maybe he's the only one that can pick it up. But if you check certain places, maybe you'll find like a buzzsaw or something. It has longer reach. This might be something you have to earn with CP points. I'm assuming that all the weapons are going to have to be earned with CP points, but just as an example, what if there is some kind of weird secret Easter egg weapon that if you find it in the map, you can it'll switch it out. So say if you're playing J7, you have a machete, you can find this secret Easter egg weapon, pick it up, it'll drop the machete. You have this weapon. It has its secret attributes that you don't really know what they are until you actually start using this weapon. And then maybe, you know, like as you go, you can see that it has 1 or 2 Easter egg kills if you manage to catch a counselor while having this weapon in your hand. That would be kind of a cool thing to add in there. Like, not necessarily a weapon that you can buy, but it's one that you can find around the map, just to kind of mix it up a little bit. Now they're talking about, I know some of you were talking about projectiles and how to stop some of the looping. Now I know that I don't know if they're going through with it, but they were talking about, you know, having J6. And because you see how he has those things on his pouch right there. But I think they're gonna be able to throw projectile weapons, like a throwing knife or whatever. Maybe J7 will have a harpoon gun, or J8 would have a harpoon gun. But yeah, they'll be able to, if somebody's close enough and they're looping maybe for long enough, maybe it's like a secret timer that you can't really see. And so if somebody's looping you, and the game can, I don't know how they would do it, but it identifies that somebody's looping you, so to say. So the game identifies that somebody's looping, and then a prompt comes up. You hit the A button, hit that prompt. Jason either raises up the harpoon gun or takes up the knife, and there's no way that the counselor can get away from it at that point because they tried trolling Jason and it didn't work. Bam, hit the prompt. He does what he has to do, takes them out. It's just like right there. Or either I don't know if it would take them out. Maybe it would just if they have full health. Maybe it would put them in a really fucked up critical condition to where there's almost no way they're going to be getting away. So he can at least get his kill in. But maybe it would have a cool enough kill. If he pulls up that fucking harpoon gun, maybe it would go into a cinematic thing. And then it would just kill the fucking counselor. I would also think that that's fucking cool enough for me. If the game can legitly recognize if somebody's being looped, like around a fence or something, like, and they go around it multiple times, maybe the game can keep count of that. I don't know how it would. But then Jason gets that prompt and just blows him away, whatever, and takes him out. That would be a difficult mechanic to get right. I think the other mechanic we were talking about where Jason should be frightening them and they should be stumbling for longer and tapping out of it. And the more fucked up it gets as they try to run away at full fear, I think that would work better for looping. That way he doesn't have to, you know, do all the other crap to try to kill people. But everybody was talking about that corpse thing, setting corpses up around the map like he did in the movies. So say if I open this door, maybe I'm about to go out the door and somebody's corpse is hanging right there and they just fall down all of a sudden and I see them. Or like you're walking out in the forest and somebody's corpse hangs from a tree. But yeah, I'm sure the devs have talked about it. I know a lot of us were talking about this stuff on the forums about the friggin' corpse traps and all that. I don't know if they'll actually implement that kind of a thing, but that would be cool to see. Like if you're running around all of a sudden, then your fear level, if Jason sets a corpse trap, right, then maybe he could set somebody's fear level like super sky high. So, but see, to balance that, to counterbalance that, there would have to be some kind of thing for the counselor to be able to recognize where these traps are. I mean, because it wouldn't be fair if you're just running around. Maybe you got to kind of keep your eyes on the trees. So if you see a body up there, don't like go under that tree. I don't know. I don't know if that would mix it up or maybe be unfair for, you know, for the counselors. It would have to work in such a way that it still kind of balances with everything else. Because if Jason goes around just planting corpses everywhere, maybe he can only plant 1 or 2 corpses. I don't know. But yeah. Bruce Leroy, I don't know if they're going to be doing all that. Alright, so I think I hit all this thing. I hit all the, I'm missing 2. Which one's, oh, I'm missing Tommy. I am missing the Tommy. Sean Malloy says, I bet Eric LaChanta loses all his stamina after he's ran like 2 feet, 5 feet. Alright, so there's one more. Oh, I didn't get the one down here. See, and see, you guys keep saying stuff, and it's exactly what the devs have thought about too. They want Pamela Voorhees. They do want a Pamela Voorhees killer. That's something that would come way down the road, you guys. Because then they'd have to motion capture Pamela Voorhees, how she runs, how she's gonna walk, how fast she's gonna run. They're gonna have to motion capture all new kills, like a whole new assortment of kills that she can do in whatever parts of the map that they've created by that point. So she's gonna have to be able, she might not be able to kill you in a doorway. You know, she might be able to kill you in some other parts of the map that they might haven't used yet. See, that's the thing too. If they're thinking ahead, they could create things that are going to be for Pamela Voorhees that they aren't quite, you know, like the side of this friggin' armchair or something. Maybe she does something on it like, I don't know, maybe she can smother your face with the pillow. You know, she throws you down on the fucking chair and starts just smothering you, and maybe you can tap out of it as a counselor, maybe. You know, it depends on how low on stamina you were. If your stamina gets drained while she kills you, maybe that's how she would kill you. It's like different ways of her. She would go through a different process of killing the counselors. You know, maybe she would hunt the counselors different. She wouldn't sense like Jason would. It would be a whole different thing with her. Like that's the whole mechanic you have to think of. She doesn't have somebody talking in her ear. Like she's her own thing. So like she would track people down differently. She would be able to taunt people while she's chasing them. Like, that would be fucking awesome, though. You know, combat with her wouldn't be as hard as it is with Jason. So now when you go into combat stance, you could actually fight it out with Pamela Voorhees. You could actually fucking have a Dark Souls fight with Pamela Voorhees. You can't with Jason so much. Hitting Jason, you should only be doing that from the sides or the back or when he's fooling around with somebody else and you're trying to save somebody. But with Pamela Voorhees, you would be able to fucking stand up to yourself. You'd actually, depending on what weapon I guess you have, you would actually fucking be able to stand your ground with her. So that would be kind of a cool thing. Now, see, that's the thing, you guys. She's going to have to balance that way. There's no questions about it because that's how she is in the movies. How in the hell are you going to have 7 counselors running around against her? There's no way. They would all beat the shit out of her. I think Pamela Voorhees is going to have to be against, like, maybe at the most 3 counts. I don't know how they're going to do it, you guys. Like, technically, it would have to be like a one-on-one thing with her. Like, I don't see 7 counselors going up against Pamela Voorhees. She would fucking get her ass beat. Because you would have to be able to stand up your ground with her. That's the thing that concerns me about having Pamela Voorhees as a killer. See, with Pamela, exactly. That's the only way you could do it. Somebody said it in the chat. Who said that? Kaled said it. Pamela Voorhees is going to have to rely on stealth to kill her victims. It's the only way. She's not going to be able to run around like Jason. She's going to have to rely on, she's going to have to be sneaky as fuck. She's going to be able to sneak up on people, but she's going to have to be able to do it. She's going to have to pick people off. Like, if you try to approach counselors as a group, she can't do it. Now, see, she's going to have some kind of thing going on where she can lure counselors away. There it is. That is her balance right there. That is Pamela Voorhees' balance right there. She's going to have to come up with some kind of way to be able to lure counselors away from each other as a group, to split them up, so then she can fucking then go after their ass. The counselors then have that moment where they can stand their ground. Maybe if they have a walkie-talkie, they can call out for help. But ultimately, Pamela's going to know when she can make that approach to go kill somebody. They might can stand their ground, but for the most part, they're going to have to run because she's still just as dangerous as Jason is, but not up against multiple counselors. That's how she would have to fucking be balanced. It could totally work. I'm just interested in the ways that they would have to come up with for Pamela to separate counselors. Because people, if players are going to know that if they're up against Pamela Voorhees that they need to stay together. So how in the hell is she, like, how in the hell are you going to get people to split up? That is the question that needs a solution. There's got to be some way to separate them, like, beyond their control. Something they have to do, but they can't stay together. Yeah, they wouldn't know. I think this would be something that they would come up with, that it would come to mind once they've created Pamela, and they would actually, this is not from, like, you guys, we're talking about stuff that's probably not going to be seen in the game for, like, the next year and a half. It's a long way away until they even start thinking about putting Pamela in, but these are really cool ideas. But yeah, like, she would have to have some kind of mechanic placed in there to where that she would be able to separate counselors. But once they figured out how to do that, she'd totally be, like, awesome to play, I think. Alright, so now I found all these shits. Pamela is going to laugh in my ear, you guys. Take it all in. But yeah, you guys, we should probably tie this up. But yeah, really cool conversations, you guys. The beta was a really... here's another thing, you guys. The beta, like, a lot of people don't realize it. And a lot of gamers that may be, like, way outside and just coming in and not even knowing what the hell's going on, they don't realize it. But this friggin' community, you guys, that this game starting up is friggin' ridiculous. This game's going to have such a crazy community that I think it's going to rise this game to the top. And they're going to be able to do, you guys, soon, they're going to be able to do whatever the hell they want with this game. anything that we've dreamed of, like a lot of you that are, you know, that had grew up with Friday the 13th, all those things that you've dreamed of are the same things that Wes, Ronnie, and the rest of them, Randy, have been dreaming of, like the same thing that we've been thinking of growing up, you know, about this game. So all the questions and all the things and all the ideas that you guys want to see in here are probably going to end up being in here at some point if they're, you know, if they're entertaining and they sound cool and it's the same things that we wanted that make sense to go in this game. Like, it'll be in the game. So, like, that's going to be awesome to see this game grow and evolve over time. And to see what other kind of games kind of come out of this. But yeah. Yeah, it's already has a massive following. It's ridiculous. I played with so many awesome people over the beta, it's not even funny. Yes, next time we play, Randy will hopefully hear me then. Yeah, Kermit, are you in the house? Kermit was crazy. All you guys. It was so much fun. Yeah, that's one thing I hope doesn't happen, you guys, is hackers coming into the game. But as long as, you know, as we stick to the community, because this game has such a big community, it's hard to, you know, it's hard to not find fun players. Like, as long as you stick in the community and you're not just doing quick matches all the time, you're probably not going to run into too many hackers. That is what's the freaking, that's the greatest thing about this game. That's one thing I really like. Mike Slimfast said, does anyone think this game's gonna come out on the consoles? And then I'm making a hand gesture to the studio audience. You guys ask some silly questions sometimes, but we've answered them millions of times. But I will let the studio audience answer this time. But yeah, Bruce Leroy, I wish I could fire some shit up. I wish I could turn the beta on right now and just play around real quick. Do you guys? Let's see what happens in more of this round that I was in with Wes. I don't even know if it's interesting, you guys. I don't even know if it's interesting. I think we just get in the car and leave. But here, let's if I can find it. I might have turned it off. Or I moved the window. Let's see. Oh, I moved the window. Let's see how boring this match is right here.
What do we know?
This is I'm not going to watch the whole thing. Somebody's up there fixing it right now. It might be the gas.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put the battery in. You're going to kill them with the axe.
I can't kill him with the axe. Stop trying to use me as bait.
Yeah, no, you can. You totally can.
Wes is trying to get me killed, you guys.
No, you
I found the phone.
other
I found the phone.
You found the phone? Ooh, let me go fix it then. Hold up. Girl. Intelligent girl, get over here and fix the phone.
Dude. I'm putting on the battery.
I love how this has only been like 2 days.
Okay, fine, I'll run.
And it's already nostalgic.
There's a phone in here. I'm gonna go call.
Oh, it's already fixed?
Got it.
Boom, look at that, bam, battery
The
on.
intelligent girl.
See, kids?
There's a phone.
You see, kids? Stay in school. See?
I wish I read books.
Where's the phone? Oh, there it
Upstairs.
is.
Oh, thank God!
Go ahead. Okay.
Please
I
say
probably need like a
Camp
weapon.
Crystal Lake. It's Jason.
Camp Crystal
No,
Lake
this
is
is not a
jinxed.
prank.
Oh,
He's
dying.
back.
He's
Help!
dying.
Jason is doing something to a woman, you guys. Everybody misses Tiffany's ass
I
already.
need something.
Ah,
Okay, good. I've got a fire poker.
You
If
guys,
there's
Wes
long
spent
that
an
needs
entire
to
day
be
working
burned
on
just because
Tiffany's
it's not
ass
burning
with the
adequately,
animators.
Give me a call.
Every time I
I
play
got a
with
poker
Randy,
knife.
it goes first.
Okay, so we got cops. No, who's got keys?
I don't have keys.
I
I'm
have a
looking
key.
for 'em,
Actually, I
though.
do have a key.
I'm going upstairs.
Dude, let's go.
Oh, the car's fixed.
Coming.
Laphin, come on.
Oh,
I,
it
want,
is.
I don't even remember if I
many
die in
seats?
this,
Oh,
you
shit,
guys.
he is. I'm out of here. Later. I remember what I did for you.
I think I do.
I saved
I
it.
remember nothing.
Oh my god. No, not like this.
Candy, the beta's already ended. We are just watching a section up until I get myself killed. People are gonna come in here thinking this is the beta again.
Start the car, Laphin.
Who's talking?
Randy was the first to go. Every time I play,
Oh,
he
that's
goes
right.
first.
Prodigy was playing.
Little girl.
Poor Randy.
Yeah, this is gonna start a whole new generation of Friday the 13th fans, you guys.
Probably it's gonna be convinced.
Pretty
And
sure he's upstairs and Higgins is trying to kill me.
And then we're the ones that grew up with it. We're gonna be like, wow, I remember Friday the 13th when it was cool. Even though it's still cool, but we're gonna be like hippies about it.
What the
Wes got stuck in the window.
Oh, I think you're good now.
It's super fans here.
Oh, but it counts 4. Police are coming. Shit. I got it. The power of positive thinking is with me. I got
But yeah. Do you guys want to see what happens to Tiffany? Or should we stop? I am asking for realsies. Should we see what Tiffany's fate is? Okay, so people people want to see what happens to Tiffany.
I got this. I'm gonna come save you.
Oh, you got a nice little toy there.
I just saw Jim walking
Oh,
down.
you too. God damn it.
I'm running through it because I know death.
Tiffany's
awaits
gonna die.
Others. And I gotta
I'm pretty sure.
over here. Jason's moving. Jason is making some moves.
Tiffany's putting on her bug spray. I think we just get in the car and
You son of a
leave.
bitch. 2 minutes is a long time.
Oh, I think I leave.
Yes! Why are you trying to choose me? Oh my god, he knew.
Holy shit! It
Randy's.
started!
I'm out. I'm over here. Okay. I only hope
somebody's
we're
got the
going in the
car.
right direction. Come on, Jen.
Oh great, you
Oh,
guys are heading
shit.
toward me.
Jen was playing too. Oh yeah. I think.
Oh,
Maybe
my
I did
God.
die.
For the
I don't have
car.
a weapon. I can't help anybody. Damn it.
I'm distracting. I got crackers.
Oh,
I got
Jen the Strange.
go! Oh shit.
Ah, Randy's.
Here, I'll stop.
Randy is trying to help,
I'm gonna save you.
You're not going anywhere.
and we're dead.
Too sad. So sad.
Tiffany is dead.
I'm trying.
Oh,
I
she's
got it, I got it.
Tiffany
I
lives
got it.
again.
He's stunned. Get
I'm
in the
looking
car.
at you going inside.
Anywhere.
Oh, he's gonna get
Anywhere we don't die. I gotta get
No,
some-
Randy. Not Randy.
This was played on PC, you guys, not Xbox. It is not.
I need a
It
weapon.
is. There's no console footage of this game.
Oh my god, it is in the
How
car.
are you still alive?
There's Laphin. Now.
Oh, I got him. Get in the car. Get in the car.
Damn, they just left my ass behind.
No.
You guys just gonna leave me here?
You know, I'm tired of time.
Stop the car! Stop the
No, why? He left us.
Suckers.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Oh shit.
This game.
Go down over here, Dad.
Get out of my way. I'm going this way. Everybody, let's go. The police are over here. We can do this. We can do this. I can do this.
Welcome to Friday the 13th.
Yes, Kenny Rydell was possessed, but not in this episode. I don't think it was in this episode.
Alright, I gotta be ready. I wish I had a weapon here. This is tense. I can get past Jason. I know it.
That friggin' lighting, though.
Oh shit. Did I just yell? Is there anybody around me?
I am.
Oh shit. He doesn't see me. He doesn't see me. He doesn't see me.
Cade Stone, what's going on? He was possessed by Pamela. Oh. Oh yeah, she just escapes. I remember. Randy actually made it out.
Yes.
Randy actually survived.
I didn't die.
Ah.
Yes.
Oh man, that was tense. Okay. So yeah, you guys, soon we will be doing this a lot more for realsies. For realsies, we will be doing that a lot more. But all right, you guys, I'm going to close this out, you guys. I'm going to close this out because I don't want my campfire thing to run too long. Some people actually like to listen to these, and they don't want them to be like 2 hours long. But all right, you guys, I can't wait. We have to wait like what's probably going to be like 2 months. I hope not, though. That's going to feel like forever. All right, you guys. I will let you go to bed for some of you that have to go to bed right now. And we're going to close this out with some good times.
Middle of the afternoon, no way, can't stop thinking about you.
was gonna... Court, you didn't already.
Oh, come on, wasn't that the end of the song?
Great.
You guys, the
Great.
next 13th is Friday the 13th, so have a happy Friday the